And so please describe to me what the aesthetic look is exactly.
More like this guy here.
Yeah. So we'll go ahead and bring
Oh wow, you really have to come in here?
like this guy.
Is this
No,
is this really happening? He meant the other guy behind you, bro. Like I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm right into that bad boy.
You can stay right there, behind the camera, behind the camera. No, see now that you got me jealous now.
That's okay.
That's not
no,
fair.
but you're more in the category like Luther Arnold. Okay?
My man. Yeah. Arnold Ferrigno. Huh?
Okay.
Aesthetic. That's great, partner. You two ever go out place everything in its proper place?
That does not make sense, but we usually do go. We head to Kroger's, and we work.
Oh, yeah. I've got a lady waiting for me back home also. She has the most beautiful scrotum. Oh, God. And when she sings, she sounds just like a puppy dog. How do you nail a photo?
Just gotta get in the mode. You gotta talk with your eyes.
Talk with your eyes.
Talk with your eyes. You
Okay,
gotta
so
have the eyes.
can you show me a little bit of something, like to this camera? I would love to know how to do this. I just want to know.
Well,
how
I
do you do
mean,
it? Teach
the
me
smile,
something.
You can get the sexy eyes. Then you know you gotta get the smile going on some shoes, but you know.
Wait, hold up.
You got.
I gotta
when it's
try
time,
this
when,
with you.
when it's
Hold
time
on.
to laugh,
I gotta try this
you gotta
with
think
you.
of something funny
All
and start laughing.
Do it again. Do it again. How do you do it? Teach me.
Sexy eyes.
The sexy eye.
This is sexy eyes right here.
Smizing?
Smile.
So you're smizing.
Smile.
Okay.
And then you gotta get the.
No, I look like I need to take a poop or something.
wish words were like little toy guns. No sting, no hurt, no one, just a bang, bang. Right?
Is that it?
Yeah, it's something like that. Just a bang,
Toy
bang,
guns.
rolling off your tongue.
Toy guns.
It's no smoke, no
Bang, bang.
bullets.
Water guns. All right.
Pascal, you are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild, Haitian in the building, so original. Got the haters catching feelings. Get your hands up to the ceiling and keep them held high. Cause St. Louis isn't ready. Forget about it, goodbye. Hold up, we just saying hi. Find somebody, rise up. Weekdays, catch us live. Somebody, let's go.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Pascal Show. What's up, everybody? I hope you guys are doing well, enjoying your Tuesday. It's only a few more days. Stuff on my lip right there. Ooh, there we go. Only a few more days until Turkey Day. You know what I'm saying? Turkey Day, Turkey Day, Turkey Day. Where you guys can go get fat off of whatever you do. If you're vegan, you're just going to go eat a vegan turkey or something like that. It's going to be very interesting to see what people eat on Thanksgiving this time around. I'm a little upset. I'm gonna be really, really honest with you. There's a reason why we started really late this evening. I got some bad news. Has nothing to do with the show or anything like that, but I'm upset. Not gonna lie. I am upset as I got like all these crusties in my face. You know, I got Chick-fil-A. It's all still my mustache and beard. You gotta love that, it's flavor saver. So anyway, got some bad news. A little upset, not happy about it. Looks like my family is canceling Thanksgiving. Yep, I said it. Thanksgiving is going to be canceled. I'm upset. I'm vexed. It's a new word I like to use nowadays. And it's not good news. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really wanted to spend some time with my fam, be with the fam, enjoy some time with the fam. And it looks like that's not going to happen no more. Now, I understand. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of people sick, and there's nothing we can do about it. We ain't messing around right now. This is the time to be very serious. There's a lot of people that are sick. Viruses are the temperature's rising. You know what I'm saying? Literally, because, the fevers and stuff like that. I shouldn't be joking about the Rona because, it is karma and it's not fun. But still, I just found out, just got off the phone with my family to find out that we are not, I repeat, not stuffing our faces and engorging ourselves with amazing Thanksgiving delectableness. And I'm upset. I'm absolutely 110% upset. Why, you ask? Well, I was really looking forward to the food. Forget my family. My family is not important. What I really wanted to do was eat the food. Forget my family. They ain't important. My mom's cooking is off the chain. Do you understand? A man would cast 1,000 ships for my mother's cooking. Do you understand? Now, the thing I've been looking forward to, because it's been one hell of a trashy ass week and a hell of a trashy ass year with all this Rona-ish. I was looking forward to that moment where I get to sink my teeth into the most delicious turkey in the world. And just like a thief in the night, it goes, whoo, gone from my fingers. So, I'm upset, y'all. I am upset. My family is not important, okay? It was, It was about the turkey and the food, man. I'm totally kidding. I'm really upset about my family, not being able to see my family. Understandably, there's a lot of people out here that are very concerned about this coronavirus. People are getting sick like crazy. As we already know, if you're listening or watching or consuming mainstream media, you know for a fact that cases are going through the roof right now. Everyone's getting the Modelo virus. It sucks. I'm upset about it. But I really wanted my mama's cooking. Like I said, men would cast 1,000 ships from my mother's cooking. Do you understand me, brothers and sisters? Okay? This is when I wish I had some, some gospel music in the background, a fan, or like a napkin or something like that, so I can mop my brow as I talk about how amazing my mama's cooking is. You know what I'm saying? It's like that. It makes you want to jump up and just praise the Lord. Yes, woo, like that. And I'm not having that on Thursday, so I'm a little upset. Just found out just now. And I get it. We don't want people getting sick. It's not fun to get people sick. That ain't fun. You know what I mean? It ain't no fun when the homies can't have none. Turkey. So I get it. But this is the breaks. These are the breaks. And now I got to find out another way to do Thanksgiving. The other thing is, too, I got a girlfriend, I got the love of my life. She's a ooey. You know what I'm saying? She's dope. Here's the problem. Now this whole idea is like ingrained in my brain, right? The whole Rona, right? There's a story, which I'm going to tell you guys in a second. But there's a lot of paranoia about contracting the virus. People are going to parties, or people are just going to little get-togethers and going, Rona, instantly. It's scary right now. So now that's in the back of my brain, right? So my girl still wants to go and be with her family, be around, chill, chilling in the cut, you know what I'm saying, doing her thing, eat some turkey with her family. And I'm going, I don't know if I want to do that, though, too now. Now, my question is, and this is a personal question. This is a very personal question. And fellas, ladies and gentlemen, fellas and gellas, you know what I'm saying. This is my question to you guys. This is a personal one. Am I being a jerk for wanting to stay home and not go anywhere? Not even to my girlfriend's family. Am I being a jerk for doing that? That's what I'd like to know. Comment down below. I'm going to throw it over to my boy David because he here. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm upset. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I feel you. After that description, I want to have your mom's cooking too.
You don't understand, son. You don't understand. Okay? My mom throws down. Like I can throw down. You know what I'm saying? But that was a gift my mom gave me. You know what I'm saying? But my mom, when she cooks, it's another conversation. You know what I'm saying? Just saying. Yeah. It's so good. The itis kicks in like even before you even finish the plate. Just out. It's that good.
I mean, there's nothing worse than missing out on a huge feast, especially since you just now found out and thought you were going to have it.
I'm upset. Like I said. But yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, I don't know. I think since your family decided not to go or not to have Thanksgiving, it doesn't make you a dick at all if you decide to not go to your girlfriend's or whatever. I mean, since your whole family did it, you're kind of just like honoring their concerns, and that does make sense. So I'm not going home at all this year because my mom has had pneumonia before, I think last year, and so if I somehow brought COVID home, she's highly at risk for it.
Right.
So, I see your concern there, and it's a very real concern that you could spread it at her family, especially since you're a busy guy and you got to deal with a lot of people.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's the other thing. I love my mom. I love my family, and I would do anything for my family. And I was really looking for. I mean, it's Tuesday, damn it. You know what I'm saying? It's 2 days, not even 48 hours until Thanksgiving time. And it just got canceled. So I'm upset. But at the same time, I don't want to go anywhere else that could possibly get me sick or get somebody else sick. Oh, man, you just messed up everything, man. Dang. David. Dang it. Anyway, don't worry, it's fixed. But anyway, that's what drives me nuts because I don't want to be a bad guy. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to be a Billie Eilish up in this piece. You feel me? I ain't trying to be the bad guy. Not at all. Okay? I just want to do the best I can to keep everybody happy and have some really great food. But I'm not going to have, if I don't go anywhere, I'm not going to have delicious food. You see what I'm saying? Except if I cook it, and that's fine. I'll cook it, sure. Boring, but I'll do it. You know what I'm saying?
Takes up the fun of it, though. Where you got like five different people bringing in all kinds of food.
Thank you. My thoughts exactly. But now, no more. So I'm really upset. But here it is. I got to tell you guys this story. You guys here ready for a little story? This is something that they've been talking about on the news. And this is one of the reasons why my family is paranoid about this. Understandable. So, local news just did a story about a family of 15. You know, extended family, etc. Right? You know, brothers, cousins, sisters, and your mama too. Everybody together, right? 15 people, all of them got together. Family get together. Small little thing. 15 people got together. And they all got the Rona. Some of them are in the emergency. They're in ICU. Because they got rocked so hard with the Rona. So they are literally doing little like FaceTimes. And they're sharing this all throughout the on the news right now. And they're saying, if you can avoid going to Thanksgiving, don't do it. So my family saw that, and now they're super paranoid. Understandably. Not knocking my family. Makes total sense to be paranoid about this. But, yeah. There you have it, y'all. A story that is very real. It's not some fake news or anything like that. It's real. Family of 15, all sprightly, young. I don't know if they're young, but you know what I'm saying. Now, all got the Rona. So my family heard this, and of course they're paranoid. And of course, on top of that, with all the cases that, it's like just being shared. You know, it's crazy. It's like syphilis. Everyone got it. You know what I'm saying? It's just being shared amongst everybody. So now everybody's scared and paranoid. So I wonder if you guys are doing Thanksgiving. Are you guys celebrating Thanksgiving? Comment down below. Let me know. Because I don't know what to do now. Now I got to figure something out. You know, I wasn't prepared. I don't have no turkey or nothing like that. I figured, I'd be strolling up. Nom, nom, nom. Mom, food amazing. Yeah. See you later. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not doing that anymore. So it sucks. It's tragic.
Call her up and tell her to leave you a dinner plate at the door. So you can just go pick it up.
Word. No, that's actually not a bad idea. And Mr. T just said something that was brilliant because I was thinking of doing the same thing. Boston Market. Boom. I was thinking about Boston Market too. Just getting a whole gang of food over there. You know what I mean? I figured that would have been genius too. That's a brilliant idea, bruh. Real talk. That's a genius idea. So, Mr. T, soldier, my dude, coming in with the Boston Market. Good job on you. Good on you. Good eye, bud. Good eye. Walk it off. Walk it off. Good eye. Anyway, let's go into some news. Had to get that off my chest. Yeah, I also heard Popeye's got a turkey, like a deep fried turkey. No, I don't. No, I don't think so about that one. But I got to think of something else to do for Thanksgiving. It's going to be fine, though. But I had to get that off my chest. Thank you guys so much for listening to my little tirade of being upset, stomping up and down. Not getting mom's cooking. But I'll be all right. I'll be all right. There are plenty of
get over it.
You know what I mean? It's like, hey, if this means this is one Thanksgiving that I miss or that I have to skip so that I have 100 more, then I'll do it. You know what I'm saying? I really don't want my family to get sick. You know what I'm saying? So Thanksgiving's been canceled for me. Sucks. Anyway, and it seems like everybody else is still celebrating Thanksgiving. All you guys that are in the comments section, y'all ain't going, well, yeah, I have to cancel Thanksgiving too. So forget all y'all. Just send me selfies of you eating really good food. That's all I ask. Can you just do that for me? I'm going to live vicariously through y'all. Is that fair?
Makes you feel better. I'm probably just going to order Chinese food that day or something.
Facts. I thought about that too. Just going and like maybe going and getting a whole dozen of a dozen donuts. You know what I'm saying? And just literally eat everything sweet. You know what I'm saying? That will be my Thanksgiving. Nothing but just candy and donuts and, you know, a really big coffee. And that's it. And watch some really trashy movies and then cry. Oh my God. Mama's cooking. Okay, moving on. The local gentleman's club has a special on breasts and legs. Just saying, them beautiful breasts and legs. Yeah, thanks, Mr. T. Thanks. I'll let the pink slip know over here real quick. See what's good. You know what I mean? I'm hungry. Gobble gobble. Oh, that's bad. Anyway, moving on. Let's jump into some conversation here because there's some stuff that's going on. Dave Chappelle. Dave. Not this David. Not this one. Not this one here. I'm talking about Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle. Where the hell is it? I had it. Now it's gone. Hold on, guys. Sorry. I had it, and now it's dead and gone. Okay. Netflix has removed Dave Chappelle's Chappelle Show at comedians' request. This is pretty insane, y'all. So, in a stand-up set, see these pop-up ads, man, I swear to God. This thing is on crack. Hold on. So in a stand-up set, Chappelle airs out his issues with a contract he signed with Viacom for the show long ago. So he has leveraged his relationship with Netflix to get Chappelle's show removed from the streamer. In a video from a recent stand-up set released Tuesday, the comedian, who has made several specials on Netflix, yeah, he's done a lot of specials on Netflix, he said he spoke with executives there, and they agreed to pull the show from the service. Netflix reps confirm the Hollywood Reporter, which is the article I'm reading from. Chappelle's show had been streaming on Netflix in the United States since November 1st. I mean, it's only been on for 23 days, y'all. 23 freaking days. It also streams on a Viacom CBS Properties Comedy Central, where the show originally had aired. So the CBS All Access HBO Max, which recently licensed the show, which Chappelle referenced in his November 7th Saturday Night Live monologue. In this 18-minute video, he references the three-card Monty. He references a three-card Monty dealer and Prince as context for what he says was a terrible contract he signed at the outset of Chappelle's show, which ran from 2003 to 2006. He says, people think I made a lot of money from the Chappelle show, he said. When I left the show, I never got paid. They didn't have to pay me because I signed the contract. But what is that, right? I found out that these people were streaming my work and they never had to ask me, or they never they never have to tell me perfectly legal because I signed the contract. But is that right? I didn't think so either. So he's obviously worked with Netflix for the past 4 years. Added he likes the company in part because when all those bad things happened to me, that company didn't even exist. So obviously he went to I remember his whole stand up on SNL, which obviously some people really like it and some people really hate it. But he did make a kind of a dig at Netflix and basically saying, hey, you know, my show is on Netflix, but I ain't seen one damn dime. I mean, he literally says that. I haven't seen one damn dime. So for the fact that they said, you know what? Netflix was like, hey, you know what I mean? You already been giving us really great content with these new stand-ups and all that stuff. Hey, man, listen, we're going to take this ish down. I think it was a good idea. In my personal opinion, I think it was a very good idea. You know? And, you know, I agree, Mr. T. Mr. T just said Dave still hasn't gotten over how the show ended. And I agree. You know, he obviously, if you guys don't remember, he signed a contract for $50 million for like a couple more seasons of the Chappelle show. And one day he's on set. He's doing a scene where he's like doing a minstrel scene. And he says that he saw the wrong person laughing at him. Like they were laughing at him the wrong way. And he felt some type of way. Like he said, I had a responsibility. I have a responsibility, not only for myself, but for the people who watch this show. And when you start seeing people, the wrong type of person laughing at you on the wrong type of joke or laughing a little bit too hard at a joke, it makes you feel some type of way. And that's why he packed up and he flew to South Africa. So he hasn't really fully gotten over everything. And I feel like Chappelle's show is that thorn in his side. You know, it's that thorn he never will really ever get out. Because not only did it make his career, but it also left a really bad taste in his mouth. And it continues to do so. So the fact that he put all his blood, sweat, and tears in some really, really brilliant work. I mean, that show was amazing when it was on the air. He put all that blood, sweat, and tears and effort into that show. He leaves, and yet they're still able to use that content and put it all over 2 different streaming platforms, for crying out loud. 2 different platforms, bruh, 2. HBO Max and Netflix, and he hasn't seen one red dime? Man, you better take that stuff down. But I also want to say this too. This shows you how strong of a voice that Dave Chappelle really does have. This man's voice is strong as hell. The fact that he just went up onto a stage, picked up a microphone, and said, hey, this thing's running, but I ain't seen one red cent. Y'all should take this stuff down. And they did? Bruh. The power of the microphone is amazing. That's all I'm going to say. The power of the voice is something else. Because you know for a fact, there are plenty of higher ups out there, plenty of suits out there that don't give 2 damns about somebody's artistic integrity. And the fact that they said, you know what? You're right. We're going to take it down. Says a lot about Netflix, but they still haven't taken Cuties down. But I'm just going to, I'm moving on. I'm moving on from that. Dave, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised they did it. Honestly, that they removed it at his request. Since they don't have any contract with him, he just straight up asked. From what he said, I called them and I told them this makes me feel bad. And you know what they did? They agreed that they would take it off their platform just so I could feel better. And like you said, this is surprising. I wouldn't expect the company to do that, especially like Netflix, which always focused on the profit. But Dave Chappelle is not just influential, but I think they actually did maybe just feel for him since he's been working for Netflix for a while now, doing specials there. So I imagine at least some of them are friends or at least colleagues with him at this point.
True, and you got to remember though too, He's only putting his stuff out on Netflix. This is not on Comedy Central. This is not on HBO Max, on Hulu, or any other place, any other platform. It is only on Netflix. And you know for a fact, there's a lot of people out there that believe that he is the GOAT. I think he's the GOAT. I think he's dope, right? So everybody's going to fly over, like stream the hell out of his content because he's a freaking legend. He's a living legend. And people really hang on every word that he says, every syllable that comes out of his mouth. People eat that stuff up. He has an incredible amount of power when he gets on that microphone. So, of course, they're not going to go and try to destroy that bag and that relationship with Dave Chappelle, because he could literally pack up his ish and go do 100 other amazing stand-ups on Amazon Prime. And that's for sure what they don't want to have happen. For sure. They want to keep securing that bag with him. And of course, they spent, I think his contract was something about $50-60 million for like 3 specials. 3. How many does he have right now? I think 4. Bruh. They want to make sure they keep they want to make sure the money stays at Netflix. So you don't want to piss somebody off like Dave Chappelle. You know what I'm saying? So I think it was a very good move. I'm upset because I was reliving those episodes again. I was watching. I was that one or a couple million people that was actually rewatching Chappelle's show on Netflix. And I was wondering why it was gone. I was like, where the hell did it go? I'm on episode 3. First season, episode 3. Now it's gone. Dang. You know what I mean? Real World, Hoboken. You know what I mean? Like I just got done with that whole episode. Damn, it's gone. So here it is, though. I think it was a good move for Netflix to take it off. But at the same time, it shows you that he has some serious power. And hey, congrats, Dave. You're finally getting the suits to do what you want. Moving on. Enemy Nation, thank you so much. He said that Roy Jones interview was lit. Thank you, bruh. I really appreciate it. Yeah, it was a lot of work. It was a lot of work, but I'm glad. I'm really, really glad that you guys enjoyed it. And if you guys haven't seen it yet, definitely go check it out. It's on my channel. Please, please, please consume it, gobble it up. You know, Thanksgiving, so I got to say gobble. Gobble it up as much as you can. And if you can, please share it. It's getting views and all that, but I would love to see it get some serious traction. So if you guys can share it, that would be dope as hell. I worked my balls off. Not just balls. Okay? I worked my balls off for this one. So please, I'd really appreciate it. Me and my team, let's not forget, my team and I worked our balls off. We have no balls now. We are eunuchs.
That explains the shirt.
You know what I mean? Gone. What did you say, Dave?
So that explains the shirt or the sweater you got.
Yes. Shut up. Anyway, we got to jump into this next thing. A little bit of a left turn. We got to talk about Putin and this new Sputnik vaccine that's going on in Russia. Dave, man, you got the story. Come on with it, bruh. Come on with it.
All right, so for those who weren't here recently, we were talking about the vaccine just yesterday, and we were discussing, well, the idea in America is that we're going to give it to our healthcare workers first, and some of us are concerned that that's a bad idea given the rough side effects of the vaccine and the fact that it hasn't been tested. And it seems like Putin feels the same because the Kremlin announced on Tuesday that he will not be taking the vaccine yet. And the Kremlin spokesman said, "We have not yet begun widespread vaccination, and the head of the state can't take part in a vaccination as a volunteer. It's impossible. The president can't use an uncertified vaccine." And so their vaccine is at the same stage as ours, where it's basically been approved by their government as relatively safe, but at the same time, much like the vaccines we're looking at, they haven't been around that long, so there hasn't been much testing going on.
This is
and
funny as hell.
Yeah, it is. And they did the same thing as Pfizer because they had a 91% effectiveness originally, the Sputnik 5 vaccine, that is, the Russian vaccine.
Mm-hmm.
And then they looked at a different set of data. They went with some earlier data and changed the people they were looking at to get that 95%, pretty much like Moderna did. And so you have that on top of that. And other than that, it's pretty similar to the other vaccines we're looking at. It was a 42-day trial with 2 doses for the vaccine, and mostly the same results. It is a more traditional vaccine, though, so it hasn't had the intense side effects ours have had, and it doesn't seem to have any unique storage requirements. But again, it's generally untested with the population. And our own, part of the CDC and the FDA is testing is once it's released to the public, that's like the final stage of testing. They have systems in place to track it and to see if any side effects pop up in a larger population. So, yeah, I mean, I assume they have something similar. So he's probably going to want to see exactly what happens to people a few weeks or months after they take the vaccine, since no one in the world knows right now.
Bruh, all I got to say is, can we just go back to the very beginning really quick and just acknowledge the fact that he is saying that he is not taking the vaccine first? I just think that's hilarious. I'm sorry. He's sitting there going, hell no. You asking me to do what? See, his Russian accent just gone. He goes straight Pascal. Okay? He's like, the hell? What? You asking me to do what? I ain't gonna be in first line. Hell no. The hell you talking about? That's literally what? That's literally what he's saying. I'm not doing it for you. You crazy if you think I'm gonna. You crazy if you think I'm gonna be the first one to do this ish. Put some other people in line first. That's literally
I
what he's
usually
doing.
agree with Putin, but I feel him on this one. I'm behind him.
This is hilarious to me. I think it's hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. This is what we got to do. But I don't blame him. See, if even one of the leader of Russia, Mother Russia, Privet comrade, doesn't even want to take the vaccine himself. Wait. I'm sorry. Wait. Let's flash back for a second here. Didn't his daughter take the vaccine, bruh?
Didn't his vaccine? She was one of the test subjects, yeah.
Thank you. So wait, you're telling me his daughter did it for Mother Russia, and he's sitting there going, nah, I'm good. Nah, I'm going to sit over here and wait for a little while. I'm good on it, bruh. I'm good. So his daughter allegedly took it and said, it's going to be fine. See? No arm fell off. It's fine. Just take it. It's good. Good for body. Breathe. What? No. Now, he's sitting there going, nah, I'm good. Nah, I'm going to sit right here. I'm going to wait for a couple 100,000 to do it first. In fact, maybe I won't even take it. That's crazy.
I don't think Trump or Biden will be taking these vaccines anytime soon.
No, I don't think so either. You know for a fact that they have some special concoction, some cocktail vaccine specifically made just for the commander-in-chief. You know for a fact that's what it is. I mean, come on. When Trump got it, they flew him to that hospital and they gave him they just stuck him up with a whole bunch of drugs that had a lot of stem cells in them, by the way, just so you know. And he came out fine. You know what I'm saying? He was high kicking out there like, yeah, he had no problem. The finest people ever, tremendous people. And it was totally fine. He bounced back without an issue. You think that American people, the regular American people like you and I, are going to get the same treatment? Hell to the no. No. So, of course, someone like Biden and Trump, they're going to have the special cocktail. Guarantee you this syringe is gold, just gold plated. You know what I'm saying? They don't get the same stuff.
Plus, they they can get access to drugs that aren't approved by the FDA or that haven't been authorized yet. So
Yeah.
The drugs that some people say don't work that have studies saying otherwise, like the remdesivir, which reduces COVID symptoms by up to 3 days. Like he took that, and that was one of the things that probably reduced how long he was down, even though the WHO just recently said it doesn't make a huge difference. But
Yeah.
So there's always argument over which medications work, but they have access to all of them for the president or for president-elect.
Top of the
They can
line.
use what they want.
Exactly. Top of the line. You know for a fact that there's some other things that are just like top of the line. It's like Louis Vuitton. You know what I'm saying? Like top of the line. That is specifically for commander-in-chief or anybody who's running this country. The important people. We're pawns in this wonderful game called chess. All right? And so, unfortunately, that's just how dem are the breaks. But I think it's hilarious that Putin has no problem standing back and saying, bring them in, line up, everybody. Yeah, I already took it. It's great. It's fantastic. Woo, feel good. Yeah, keep going. I'll let you know when. Keep going. Mm-hmm.
I don't even think his daughter took it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because that was announced right after there was a poll in Russia where most people were saying they were afraid of the vaccine because it hasn't been tested enough. And then they said that she took it. And there's no other information ever released about her. And the only videos they had of people at the facility, there's supposedly pictures of his daughter, but it wasn't her. So
yeah,
who knows?
Oh, so like a Melania stand-in. Gotcha. A Melania double. You know? This is my daughter. You know what I mean? I am? Yes. Come here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Crazy.
He might be cold, but I don't think he's going to send his daughter to take an untested vaccine.
Of course not. Of course not. But he's going to sit there and say whatever he can so that the people, his Russian people, feel comfortable. You know? Take this thing that is made out of tar. Come on. Inject it into your arm. No big deal. You'll be fine. Mother Russia. You know? It's crazy. Anyway. Moving on. That's just a ridiculous story to me. Just to me. But there's another ridiculous story. But Oxycontin. Oh, this is not a big surprise to me, actually. Well, it looks like the maker, Purdue Pharma, the maker of Oxycontin, has pleaded guilty in a criminal case. So they pleaded guilty on Tuesday to 3 criminal charges, formerly taking responsibility for its part in an opioid epidemic that has contributed to hundreds of thousands of deaths, but also angering critics who want to see individuals held accountable. In a virtual hearing with a federal judge in Newark, New Jersey, the Oxycontin maker admitted impeding the U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration's efforts to combat the addiction crisis. So, Purdue acknowledged that it had not maintained an effective program to prevent prescription drugs from being diverted to the black market, even though it had told the DEA it did have such a program, and that it provided misleading information to the agency as a way to boost company manufacturing quotas. It was they admitted to paying doctors through a speakers program to induce them to write more prescriptions for its painkillers. You can't make this up, everybody. Hold up. Let me make sure you guys see this. I want you guys to see this too. Just see it with your own 2 eyes, because this is crazy, y'all. This is true. This is from Associated Press, y'all. And this is a true story. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to pull this up so you guys can see this with us.
And part of their pleading
continue.
guilty.
Go ahead.
Part of their pleading guilty isn't like a sense of like guilt or whatever. It's because they need to do that to preserve money to so that they can declare bankruptcy court, or so they can go to the bankruptcy court and get their debts annulled. So they're pleading guilty so that they can have they can file bankruptcy, basically.
So they can file bankruptcy, but at the same time, I mean, this is. I just want to read this line one more time. I know I jacked it up pretty bad. I'm cold reading the hell out of this, but here it is. It also admitted paying doctors through a speaker's program to induce them to write more prescriptions for its painkillers. You know what that means, right? So all of these addictions to this painkiller, to Oxycontin, could have been prevented only if they weren't greasing people's palms or greasing people's pockets or whatever the hell it is, whatever that saying is. Oxycontin could literally be something that was thrown away or stopped. There could have been ways of preventing people getting addicted to this highly addictive drug only if they weren't paying doctors to sit there and say, hey, push these painkillers for us real quick. Push this Oxy for us real quick. Unfortunately, that's how doctors also get paid. They get paid from pharmaceuticals, from pharmaceuticals, from big companies. That's how they get paid. Hey, we want you to take this thing, here you go. You're going to be fine. Okay, yeah, you're in pain. You're in excruciating amount of pain. Okay, take this Oxycontin, you'll be okay. So they're admitting that they were pushing this drug to all of us normal, innocent American people by paying doctors to write out prescriptions for this ish, fully knowing that this was a highly dangerously addictive drug, that millions of people have died from this particular drug. Millions of people are still addicted to this drug. And yet they kept pushing this drug on innocent people. That is messed up, y'all. You got any more, Dan?
Especially the second one that you mentioned, where they were using the general medical database to pretty much track down people and then go to the doctors and tell the doctors to try and sell painkillers to them. So basically this corporation is going through people's private information, and they designed a program to find anyone that they could sell Oxycontin to, and immediately contacted those doctors to try and do it. So they were literally targeting individuals with this program. And, a lot of people do die every day. I don't remember the exact number, but there's a lot of people die every day from these drugs. Mm-hmm. And it's a huge problem for everyone. And there's one part of the article. It's at the bottom. That's this part. Okay, I'm just going to read it, actually.
Go ahead. Where's it at? Where does it start?
The bottom. It's the attorneys general and some activists are upset.
Gotcha. Thank you.
The attorney general and some activists are upset that despite the Sacklers giving up control of the company, the family remains wealthy and its members will not face prison or other individual penalties. The activists say there's no difference between the actions of the company and its owner, who also controlled Purdue's board until the past few years. Last week, as part of the motion to get access to more family documents, the attorney general who opposed the deals filed documents that put members of the Sackler family at the center of Purdue's continued push for Oxycontin sales, even as opiate-related deaths rose. The newly public documents include emails among consultants from McKinsey & Corp hired by the company to help boost the business. One from 2008, a year after the company first pleaded guilty to opioid-related crimes, says board members, including the Sackler family member, blessed him to do whatever he thinks it is necessary to save the business. Another McKinsey internal email details how a mid-level Purdue employee felt about the company. It offers more evidence of the Sacklers being hands-on, saying, The brothers who started the company viewed all employees like the guys who trim the hedges. Employees should do exactly what's asked of them and not say much. And the thing is, since they're not going to face criminal charges, they gave up ownership of the company. Wow. And even though corporations are treated as people, they can't be charged with a crime. They can only be brought for civil lawsuits. So basically, they're protected completely just by stepping away from the company. They get to walk away with all the profits, and all the repercussions are going to go to the company that they're no longer part of.
Man, that's so jacked up, man. That's really jacked up. The fact that that's real. That's real. They don't give two damns about nobody's life. They don't. And no one's facing any criminal charges? Bruh. What? Yet this is something that's killing people. People are sucking toes for Oxy. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying. People are dead because of this, and they're not facing any criminal charges whatsoever. It doesn't make any sense to me.
I mean, the company's benefiting from it. They plead guilty, they get bankruptcy, their debts go away, and then they're solvent again. So they're basically, the government's going to be paying off their debts because they pleaded guilty to intentionally getting people addicted to opioids, even as people are dying from it, and they knew that, and they pushed them even harder during that period. So,
Mr. T just said something. White collar crimes always a slap on the wrist, compared to Raheem getting years for some weed. Yeah, you called it, you named it. You know what I'm saying? Hit the nail on the head. Real talk. Yet those guys who are dishing that stuff out to that, so that young teen or that young mom or that young dad or something like that, or the old, dad or person suddenly gets that and gets sucked in by the addiction of a drug that they clearly knew was going to be highly addictive in the first place. Yet they didn't care. They just said, keep pushing this. The database part really jacked me up, David, when you said about the database and they're like, hey, let's push it to these certain types of people off of this database. You know what I'm saying?
Surprised.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I wouldn't be surprised if they were targeting people they thought had addiction problems, because
Facts.
I mean, that's clearly their motives here.
Clearly. Interesting though, right? Like crack was made to mess up the black community. What if Oxycontin is the same thing for the white community? Think about it.
Could be.
I know that's a very left field, out of the stadium type of thought, but think about it. Oh, let's just push this. Let's push it out there. They're going to love it. It'll be that new thing. It is that new thing. It's heroin, basically. Isn't it like stronger than heroin or some crap?
Yeah, it's synthesized from actual heroin to be stronger.
Boom. So let's just sprinkle some Oxy on them real quick and watch them go crazy. But instead of it being something that is manufactured in some trailer park or manufactured in some, inner city kitchen, Big Pharma is going to just pump this out. It's going to be like M&Ms to these kids, to these people, and everyone's going to lose their damn minds. Shame on them, man. They should be thrown under the damn prison, but they're not going to see any criminal charges, man. That's insane. May God have mercy on every single person that has ever been involved with pushing this ridiculous drug. Real talk. That stuff really angers me, man. That's stupid.
And we're the biggest exporters of the drug to other countries as well. We produce it for the whole world, and we export it to the whole world.
Gotta love that big pharma, huh?
And I bet you it's no accident that we're the highest producer of opiates, and Afghanistan is the largest producer of opium, and we've been there for 20 years. So.
Oh, I wonder why.
Yeah.
Wonder why. Why are we still there? Keep an eye on that ish, because that stuff makes the world go round, apparently. Big Pharma needs it, so they can keep pushing this trash on people. It's so angry. It's so angering. Sorry. We got to go into a quick commercial break, but we'll be right back. We'll see you guys in a minute. This is the Pascal Show. Bye.
Love, peace, and wellness for the holidays. Don't cancel them. Prepare, STL. Decorate. Make it as normal as you can, but slow the spread of COVID. Wear a mask. Wash your hands. Watch your distance. Prepare, STL, helping St. Louisans of color prepare and prevail.
On an all-new episode of the Pascal Show, join me as I travel to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and hang out with the champ, Roy Jones Jr., as he comes out of retirement and prepares to step back into the ring to go toe-to-toe with Iron Mike Tyson. Be sure to tune in and check out this exclusive interview.
How you feeling about this fight, man?
On Monday, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, only on the Pascal Show.
Pascal, you are now rocking with that dude Pascal.
You're going to perform tonight. I can't make this interview boring because this man is too exciting as a host. And I'm truly saying this, and if y'all can't do this, me and this man here is going to leave and go somewhere else where we can get some love. I want everyone in the building to say, I love Pascal on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Wow.
Homeowners and property managers, if you're looking for effective and humane ways to remove wild animals and deal with the damage that they have caused, we have good news for you. Introducing Wildlife Command Center. We are the only wildlife company that checks 70 different areas on a structure to determine the answers to the following questions. For more information, call us now.
The Fur and Leather Center, providing the highest of fur and leather goods.
Hey, welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and being a part of the conversation today, this evening. If you haven't done it yet, hit that subscribe button and most definitely crush that like button down below. That would mean a lot. Okay. We got one more story, and then I got to wrap it up, unfortunately, man, because I still got to figure out what I'm going to be doing for Thanksgiving. No big deal. Just a little upset about it, as I said 15 times in a row. But we got a little funny story for you. We got it though, David? Before I intro it? Okay. So there was a swingers club that got raided by the cops due to, I guess, breaking the mandate rules, I guess, of social distancing and whatnot. And this is a good one. David's got the story. What's a guan?
All right. So, in New York City, this is where this happened. The city is currently under Phase 4 regulations, which forbids indoor gatherings of more than 50 people, and everyone must be wearing a mask and social distancing. And there are some additional rules about alcohol and such. But the sheriff's office for New York City is the one that has been pushing his policies and enforcing them, and they've been asking for tips from people. And one of those tips led them to Midtown Manhattan. This was actually last Friday, and the person who allegedly coordinated the event is expected in court soon. But what they found once they got there was there was basically just a sex party going on, and people were doing their thing, but they weren't wearing masks, and
no, they weren't.
So
how can you do? But how can you do? Well, how can you wear a mask when you knee deep? You know what I'm saying? In swinging, when you at Swing Around Funtown. Why? Like, there's no reason to wear a mask. You got legs and limbs and things flying all over the place. You know what I'm saying? You got mouths going places that usually don't go. That, you know what I mean? We talking about biblical speaking stuff. So, just saying, this is more than just the tip, okay, guys? So I don't understand why they would get in trouble. Not wearing a mask, this is an important piece too. You know what I mean? It's an instrument. It's a part of the game. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. The other two violations they broke were there was 80 people instead of just 50, even though it seems like it was a huge building, and they didn't follow social distancing protocols. Of course, it's a sex party. Can't have a sex party with social distancing. I don't think that's how it works.
That's impossible.
Yeah.
I'm doing you. I'm doing you from 6 feet away. Like, how do you do that? How do you use a stick? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? How? I'm being real. How can you practice social distancing when you all up in it? Like how do you do that? I'm waiting, David. Answer.
I have no answers for you on that one.
There you go.
Maybe they do go with the stick and a pillow or something.
I'm done.
All right, so
continue. Sorry. There's more, but wait, there's more. Okay.
There's more. There's always more.
Of course.
The club was called Caligula, New York.
Of course it was.
Yeah. It's in Queens. It's for swingers clubs. Or it is a swingers club.
Okay.
And it rents out rooms for sex. When the police showed up, they found several mattresses, boxes of condoms, and a full buffet. And
buffet of what?
So, it doesn't say.
All you can eat of what? Okay, I'm done with all the innuendos. Continue. Sorry.
And see what else. They so the two people that organized it are facing a fine of $15,000, and that's pretty much it. So they aren't in trouble for having a sex party or a sex club. They're in trouble for having sex with too many people in the building and with not having masks on while doing it.
That okay.
And
and sorry, there's more.
Well, the last part was just a comment from one of the founders of the club said that we had to figure out how to do this in the safest way possible, where no one feels at risk or in danger, but can still enjoy themselves. And so yeah, they were trying to follow the guidelines as best as they can while still having a sex party, I guess. Okay.
See, the thing is on behalf of the swinger club, because as a speaker of the I'm the swingers correspondent. So on behalf of that, the swingers dungeon, this is ridiculous. How could they get in trouble for doing something that is known for being done in this place? If they all know, if it's all consensual adults doing what they do, why would they get in trouble for having a little fun? You know what I mean? A little pokey poke, a little winky wink, a couple high fives, because I'm sure they're, switch, you know what I mean? So, tag team, back again. So why would they get in trouble? Why would they get, rated? And not in a good way. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm sure somebody was like, oh, the cops are here. No. You know what I mean? I'm getting arrested. What for? I thought you guys were strippers. You know what I'm saying? I thought you guys were here for the game. Pineapples. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But no.
They all started cheering when they walked in or something, probably.
Yay, more. more. You know what I mean? Like, but that's the thing. How canst thou conducteth a swinger party through doing social distancing? It's preposterous. That doesn't make any sense to me. Real talk. You gotta be next to, you know what I mean? You gotta be next to each other. You know what I'm saying?
The entire concept doesn't work with COVID restrictions.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. And if it's all a bunch of people getting together and doing their thing, I mean, obviously you don't want to spread the virus and all that. I understand that piece, but I mean, I don't know what kind of, precursors or any things that they had to do before they step into the room. But I'm assuming they were all showing that they had negative tests or something like that. Just like if they were going, hey, I ain't got AIDS. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going into a room to spread some love. Share the love. Don't you think that they would be like, hey, everybody has to come in with a, negative COVID test, has to show proof of that before we can get down and dirty. So I think it's unreasonable for them to get, busted before they even get to bust it. We can have fun with this all day, baby. But it sucks for them. It sucks. It's a funny story. But unfortunately, them are the breaks, y'all.
Nothing worse than getting arrested with blue balls.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you know what I mean? But then you're getting arrested for that. Imagine trying to explain that to your friends or your job or, you know what I'm saying? You didn't show up to work the next day. What's going on? What's going on, Mike? Oh. Well, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't wearing a mask. Really?
I mean, if they arrest all of them and put them in a cell, I mean, there's no reason for them to stop. I don't know what the cops would do at that point.
You know what I'm saying? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? You know what I'm saying? Just imagine a whole cell of dudes, just on the dude side, right? Just a whole room, just a cell filled with just butt-ass naked dudes that covered in glitter. And nothing but masquerading masks and covered in glitter, just butt naked, all because they didn't wear a mask. Hilarious. Well, that's what you get. I mean, that's what you get.
Zozo Bob.
Go ahead, what?
Zozo Bob here makes a good point. He said people do have sex with a mask on. They call it BDSM.
You know what I'm saying?
See, but that's got a zipper so you can still breathe.
Yeah, no kidding. Like, you know what I mean? You never know. He might like to feel like he's suffocated. You never know. Oh, my God. True. Oh, my God. But that's the thing. It's just them. You know what I mean? Gecko just said the second question from Mike. Where were you not wearing a mask? That is a good one, too. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like, well, I had to use my mouth. That was the only thing I could use. My hands were full. I don't know. But
gotta bring a mask for every hole.
A mask for every hoe. Yes. Hoe. Yeah. There was a whole lot of WAP in that room, I think. Hopefully there were some females there. You never know. You know what I'm saying? Weirder things have happened. But there you go. There you have it, guys. That is some weird. That is weird. That is a weird story. But I'm sure we're going to hear some more crazy stories like that more and more. You know what I mean? More of those type of things are going to pop up, I'm sure. Because people are going to, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody wants their freedom of expression. Some people like to express themselves sexually. And some people like to express themselves a little bit more in the exhibition type of realm, whilst putting your hands in many pots at the same time. So I have a feeling that we're going to hear a lot of stories like this soon. Eventually, everybody's going to crack. You know what I'm saying? Some people, this is their drug. This is their way of releasing themselves, not just you know, not just figuratively, not literally, but also metaphorically speaking. You know what I'm saying? This could be a vice. So a lot of people, and it's stressful times. You know what I'm saying? So I have a feeling we're going to hear some stories, a lot more stories like this. Just wait for it. It's going to be very interesting.
Get rid of that stress somehow.
Yeah, I mean, you got to relieve yourself. You know what I mean? And sometimes you need a partner, I guess, to do so. Or a couple partners to do so. You know what I mean? Just so you know what I mean? Like you're in the room and they're all singing, "You are not alone." You know what I'm saying? While you're just relieving yourself. You know what I mean? Some people need that camaraderie. Not me, but that's just, you know, whatever floats your boat. Whatever rocks your world. You know what I'm saying? So good luck to all those people who got arrested. That's funny as hell. Anyway, that is the show tonight, guys. I appreciate all y'all for coming on, being a part of the conversation. We will be on, hopefully, I think we'll be on tomorrow night for a little bit. Talk about what else is going on, except my sad story. I just hope Christmas isn't canceled. That's the only thing I'm really concerned about. You know what I mean?
You can update us on your second Thanksgiving next show.
Yeah, my Thanksgiving is going to be me by myself, most likely, eating my food that I buy from Boston Market by my lonesome, or it might be a TV dinner that I just heat up, and it's just, you know, it's a Thanksgiving heat up dinner kind of thing.
That's good.
Yeah, no, it's disgusting. It's filled with sodium. It's disgusting. The hell is wrong with you, David? When was the last time you had a good meal? You had a TV dinner today, didn't you? Is that what you're going to try? You had a hungry man? Did you have a hungry man? You had a hungry man, didn't you?
Try to keep a few in the freezer just in case.
I'm done. See, you're missing out on some good food, bruh. You're missing out on some good food. One day, because we've never met in person yet. That's what's crazy. One day, when we do meet in person, I'm going to have to just cook you something good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I like real food.
Forget all that trash, that TV dinner trash. It's nasty. It's nasty, okay? Yeah. You see, the mashed potatoes, Mr. T just said the mashed potatoes be frozen in the middle. Facts. And they always say, let's put it in for 3 minutes and 32 seconds. It's always so precise. And then you do the damn thing, stir, and then throw it in for 30 more seconds. You still do it, and it's still like, what the hell is this? What is this? Artificial potatoes? You call this mashed potatoes? You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, I digress, y'all. I digress. Yeah, see, Zozo Bob knows exactly where it's at. Marie Callender's turkey pot pie. Stuff is fire, but at the same time, it just does not, it wasn't made with love. Remember, that ish was made by a machine.
That's true.
Just so you know, it wasn't made by love. You know it's nummy in my tummy when you know it's made with love. You know it's that extra fire when it's made with love and made from an actual human being.
From?
Just say.
That ain't my type of turkey.
I'm done. Anyway, I'm done, David. We need to re-educate his ass. He doesn't know what real food is, man. He don't know what. He's too busy going, oh, I still got some MREs from the I got some MREs. I got some jambalaya MREs. You want some? They're really good with some peanut butter.
My stomach doesn't know how to digest anything that hasn't been processed 3 times over.
Exactly. It's not the same, man. Your dog probably eats better than you, bruh. That's probably what it is.
He does.
See, we need to change that. We need to change that world. Trust. But anyway, that is the show. I appreciate all y'all for being on and listening to our crazy asses just talk about all kinds of crazy stuff. I appreciate all y'all. Yes, be sure to tune in tomorrow morning. We're going to be on at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, so be on the lookout for that, man. Be on the lookout for that, okay? And most likely we will be on tomorrow night. I don't know yet, given the fact that Thanksgiving is the next day. I might be, if I am really cooking, I might be a little busy trying to figure out what the hell I'm going to cook and what the hell I'm going to get done and do. You know what I'm saying? It might be TV dinners. God. But that turkey pot pie does sound fire. I ain't gonna lie. That does sound kind of tantalizing. You know what I'm saying? Gecko Moon, thank you so much for being on, bruh. Hey, come on to the morning show tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Zozo Bob, Mr. T12. Who else? Who else was on? Enemy Nation. You know what I'm saying? My brother. Key Love. And everybody else who's been on, I appreciate all y'all for being on. It really does mean a lot. It is time to get going. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. Stay blessed out there. Stay healthy. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. This is The Pascal Show. Bye. On an all-new episode of The Pascal Show, join me as I travel to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and hang out with the champ, Roy Jones Jr., as he comes out of retirement and prepares to step back into the ring to go toe-to-toe with Iron Mike Tyson. Be sure to tune in and check out this exclusive interview.
How you feeling about this fight, man?
On Monday, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, only on The Pascal Show.
Pascal, you are now rocking with that dude Pascal.
You're gonna perform tonight. I can't make this interview boring because this man is too exciting as a host. And I'm truly saying this, and if y'all can't do this, me and this man here is gonna leave and go somewhere else where we can get some love. I want everyone in the building to say, I love Pascal on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Wow.
Homeowners and property managers, if you're looking for effective and humane ways to remove wild animals and deal with the damage that they have caused, we have good news for you. Introducing Wildlife Command Center. We are the only wildlife company that checks 70 different areas on a structure to determine the answers to the following questions. For more information, call us now.